Good morning, dear aspirants. So, we are going with the news analysis. Under this news analysis, very basic objective is to give you the news in short. So, to cut down your preparation time and to make ease of your preparation. So, to start with, the first news is exports drop in this year because of slow demand. All you need to know for prelims is about trade deficit capital account. So trade deficit is an amount by which the country's import will exceed than its export. Okay, that is called trade deficit. Very basic. When a country's import is higher than its exports, then it is called trade deficit. So that what will happen when the import exceeds, there will a rise of demand in the economy. This trade deficit is a part of current account deficit. So this is very basic. So what is current account deficit? Means if exports and imports that is actually exports and imports, goods and services and transfer payments, everything, it records the all this component. A country's transaction, India's transaction with the rest of the world. The transaction may be export, import, transfer payment, whatever it is. So this is a component of country's BOP, balance of payment. Okay. When will the current account deficit will happen? If the value of goods and services imports exceed the value of those exports. Okay. So the value of goods and service import exceeds the value of those exports. Then it is called a current account deficit. So for prelims, trade gap equal to export minus import, current account balance equal to trade gap plus net current transfer plus net income abroad. Then BOP. Balance of payment can be defined as the statement of all economic transaction of a particular country with the rest of world. Say for example, how the India is doing economic transaction with the other country during a particular period. Usually it will calculate it for 1 year. That is called BOP. So BOP is grouped under current account, capital account, errors and omissions. And also through BOP we can understand whether there is a changes occur in foreign exchange reserves. So what is current account? It shows that export and import of visible means goods, and invisible means services, transfers, incomes. Okay, that is called current account. Capital account means capital expenditure and income for a country. Okay, even ECB, FDI, FPI also form a part of capital account. So errors and omissions mean sometimes the BOP does not balance. So that imbalance is shown in the BOP as errors and omissions. Next news is Nepal plane crash. So black box recovered from the accident site. So all you need to know about the prelims for the prelims is about the black box. Technically it is known as electronic flight data recorder. It is not in black color, it is actually orange colored box. It is heavily protected and it is placed in the flight. That is actually used to investigate if there is an accident events happen. Black box is a very compulsory and very mandatory for any commercial flight or corporate jet, where usually it kept in the tail of an aircraft. But it takes at least 10 to 15 days to analyze the data record from black box. It not only used in flights, also it is used in railways, cars, etc. So black box is actually made up of two equipment. One is FDR, flight data recorder, and another one is CVR, cockpit voice recorder. FDR record things like airspeed, altitude, vertical acceleration, fuel flow, etc. CVR records the conversation happen in the plane, in the cockpit. Okay. About IC, ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization, which is a UN specialized body. Main objective is to manage the administration and governance of the Convention of International Civil Aviation. And India is a signatory to this convention. So it establishes rules, airspace, etc. Next issue. So the Oxfam report shows that richest 1% owns 40% of the country's wealth. So this comes under GS3, also in GS1 society, GS3. About Oxfam, which is a group of independent non-governmental organization. So the group campaigned for food supplies to starving women and children during the Second World War. The main aim is to maximize the efficiency and achieve greater impact to reduce global poverty and injustice. So Kerala is opposing the new electricity rule. So all you need to know about the rules. So Electricity Amendment Bill 2020 aims at giving multiple players open access to the distribution network. Okay, many players can access the distribution network of power supply. Also, consumer can choose any service provider. That is the main objective. So actually electricity comes under the concurrent list. So that is main important. Already it have been asked in the previous year question also. Next, Isro likely to push Venus mission Shukrayaan 1 to 2031. So Shukrayaan 1 is for Venus mission. Apart from that, you need to know about the Venus, which is the second planet from the Sun and is Earth's closest planet neighbor. It is one of the 4 inner terrestrial planet, also called as Earth's twin, because it is both Earth and Venus are similar in size and density. That they are not identical twins, but there are radical differences is there between the two planets. Okay, and it is the hottest planet, and it has a crushing air pressure. Another difference is from Earth is that Venus rotates on its axis backward compared to the Earth. Already there were some missions sent to the Venus by NASA called Galileo, Cassini and Messenger. This you may expect for prelims. Okay.